This place feels to me today like a crime scene. Get some of that yellow tape and put it around this chamber. This piece of legislation is corrupt. This piece of legislation is crooked. This piece of legislation is a rotten racket. This bill cooked up in back rooms, dropped at midnight, cloaked in fake numbers, with huge handouts to big Republican donors. It loots our country for some of the least deserving people you could imagine. When I first got here, this chamber filled me with awe and wonderment. Today, I feel disgust.
Already tell that this narrative is about how we're all about the wealthy.
We can save health care for millions of Americans if we strip out tax giveaways for individuals making more than $10 million. Yes or no?
No.
No's appear to have it. No's do have it.
We can help parents be able to take their kids to the doctor. We can keep seniors in their nursing homes if we strip out tax giveaways for individuals making more than $100 million a year.
Nay. No. No's appear to have it.
People are going to die when 17 million people lose their health care. And for what? To give an average $250,000 tax cut to the wealthiest families. This amendment would just say no tax cuts for people making over $500 million.
All opposed, no. The no's appear to have it.
So my amendment is really simple. People making $1 billion.
All opposed, no. The no's appear to have it. The no's do have it. Motion is not agreed to.
They convinced me in there. I'm a no.
Is there anything?
Look what, let me, their own numbers. If the Republican plan passes under the rosiest assumptions, which aren't even true, we're going to add $328 billion to the deficit this year. We're going to add $295 billion to the deficit the year after that, and $242 billion to the deficit after that, under the rosiest assumptions. Why would I vote for that?
In there, they're trying to comfort some of the more moderate members and say, oh no, we're not doing anything to Medicaid with this bill.
Now what? That's probably the big question.
So
now what?
I feel like we were elected. Who disagrees with work requirements for single able-bodied recipients of Medicaid? Like, that's a 70-30, maybe 90-10 issue in America, and they're afraid to put that in writing? Give me a break.
I couldn't care less if he's upset. I'm concerned about my children, my grandchildren, and the fact that we are stealing from them. We are stealing from our children and grandchildren. $37 trillion in debt, and we're going to add to it as Republicans? That is unacceptable. And that's why there's no way I'm going to vote for this bill in its current form.
I disagree with this administration on so many things, but this is the one that really gets to me personally. To think that this nation would walk away from medical research. For God's sake, we lead the world in medical research. Why would we give up on it? I look at the specifics here. Cancer. 2025, 2 million new cases of cancer will be diagnosed in the United States. 600,000 people will die from that disease. Yet your budget requests a 38% cut. 38% to the National Cancer Institute.
Stop what you're doing. President Trump broke the law and shut down a huge chunk of government funding. That means little kids in preschool may stop getting their school lunches. Meals on Wheels, the folks bringing hot food to seniors could grind to a halt. Nursing homes funded by Medicaid don't know how to pay their workers. Whether you live in a red state or a blue state, this is a lot of pain on a lot of people, and that is just the start. If you're working to cure cancer, your funding was just paused. If you run a homeless shelter, your budget now has a big hole in it. How do you feed people? If you work at a veterans nonprofit, you're scrambling to get answers. Donald Trump promised to bring down the cost of living for working people on day one. Well, here we are at the start of week 2, and he's ripping away the programs that help people breathe a little easier. We gotta fight back.